Ryan's World is circling the drain, and nobody wants to say it because baby YouTube nostalgia is sacred or whatever. But let's be real, the channel that used to pump out billion view toy unboxings like it was printing cash is now barely scraping 50K. That's pity clicks from parents who forgot to update their iPad restrictions. So, what did they do? Oh, you know, just decided to completely pivot the entire channel in a last-ditch effort to stay afloat. Ryan, the actual star of this thing, is busy with school, which, I mean, he is growing up, I get it. But instead of finding some kind of organic way to move forward, they thought, why not just throw a couple of adults in front of a green screen and have them play pirate superheroes or whatever the kids are into?
I'm just trying.
Oh, okay, got a little bit on the desk. There you go, there you go, there you go.
You mix into here or here, right? It's the same, right?
Okay, change. Oh, very good, very good.
Did I pass? Did I pass?
Seriously, two grown adults in awful costumes overacting their way through what I can only describe as a fever dream version of a rejected locals kids show skit. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that feels like it came from one of those educational cable shows your grandma watches in the middle of the night, except even those had better budgets. The whole vibe is like watching a live action version of Pee-wee's Playhouse, but without the charm, energy, or any trace of nostalgia. It's just two people flailing around with no purpose, acting like they're auditioning for a role in a high school play. There's no spark, no connection. It's like the channel's last-ditch attempt at clinging to relevance by throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. And surprise, surprise, nothing's sticking. The audience? Yeah, they're not buying it. Kids didn't sign up to watch random adults play dress up and awkwardly laugh in front of a green screen. Did they miss the memo? Ryan's fanbase was built on a kid being genuine, not on some half-baked low-budget adult skits. You used to see Ryan unboxing toys, doing slime experiments, and bringing that pure, infectious family energy. And now, they're lucky if they break 50K views in a week. A channel that once effortlessly crossed the 100 million views, now it's struggling to hit double digits. It's not even a good kind of flop, it's a painfully obvious desperation for anything that'll keep the lights on. Now let's talk about why they're scrambling. Oh, they're struggling alright. Ryan's out there doing homework while his parents are sweating bullets trying to keep the media empire afloat. And guess what? It's not about the views anymore, it's about survival. You know what happens when you build an empire on this scale? The lifestyle gets ridiculous. You've got a multi-million-dollar mansion, you're hopping on private jets to Disneyland, you've got full production teams running around doing everything but producing quality content, and suddenly the views dry up and you're stuck with a bunch of legal fees and a sinking ship.
999,998, 999,999, 1 million.
Excellent.
All right, training done, time to go to superhero school. All right, guys. Before we go to superhero school, let me show you a sneak peek for my new movie, Ryan's World's Titan Review.
And Ryan's content? It did not age up, like at all. It's still rainbow thumbnails, high-pitched jingles, and his mom dressed as a pirate or something. Bro, you think a middle schooler with depression and a Discord addiction is tuning in for a toy review? Be serious.
Whoa! Look at all the pink. I love pink. It's my favorite color.
Oh yeah? The black is way cooler. Look, check out this black bed and black wall with spider webs. This room is so much better. You know, black is better.
No, pink is better.
No, I cannot agree.
Pink is way better. Don't you guys think?
No, black, pink, everything.
Pink is so colorful and wonderful.
Some creators pivot, they evolve. They hit a rebrand. Ryan's World? Just double down on the kid stuff like it's 2017 forever. Meanwhile, the new wave of toddlers, they've got better options. Cocomelo's basically a cult. Also, Ryan's older now. He's out here doing homework, which means less Ryan on screen. And when Ryan's not there, it's just his parents. And let's be honest, no one's tuning in for the parents. And let's also rewind to 2019 for a second. That's when the FTC stepped in with the biggest slap to YouTube's face, like a $170 million size slap, because they were collecting data on kids under 13 without parental consent, which obviously is illegal. I mean, you can't just let Google track your kids' every click and then target them with ads for toys. It's like giving a stranger your kid's social security number while they're in the candy aisle at Target. YouTube? They weren't about to catch that heat again, so they flipped the switch hard in 2020. Any channel that got flagged as made for kids, which, let's be real, Ryan's World is basically the poster child for that, got slammed with a list full of restrictions that pretty much killed any hopes of being a money-making machine. No personalized ads? Bye-bye ad revenue. These kids' channels were raking in millions just from ads targeting parents who were ready to buy the latest toy or whatever nonsense Ryan's parents were promoting that week. Now, not a chance. You're lucky if your video doesn't just disappear into the algorithm void. No comments? Rip engagement. You know that whole community thing? Gone. Ryan's Ryan's World used to be a playground for these salty little kids leaving absolutely unhinged comments about how they wanted to buy every single thing Ryan reviewed. Now, it's crickets. No notification bell? You know what that means. Fewer returning viewers, basically fewer eyeballs on your content. YouTube doesn't even care anymore. It's like trying to throw a party and then not inviting your friends. And here's where it gets real ugly for Ryan. This wasn't just some toy unboxing channel. This was a whole empire. You think Ryan's World was just about getting some cash from Google Ads? Nah, dude, that was the front. The back end, it was Target aisles, exclusive deals with toy brands, Ryan's face on everything from toothbrushes to lunchboxes. It was an entire merchandising machine. But the second YouTube cracked down on targeted ads for kids, boom, bye-bye visibility. If YouTube's not recommending your stuff, you don't get views. And if parents don't trust YouTube as much, they're not shoving their toddlers in front of Ryan's face every day, which, you guessed it, leads to fewer toy sales, fewer licensing deals, fewer deals with whoever's still dumb enough to give Ryan his own branded mattress. It's all connected, bro. And then, public scrutiny started coming in hot. Some watchdog groups like Truth in Advertising started stirring the pot, accusing Ryan's World of, get this, marketing to preschoolers without clear ad disclosures. Now, while the FTC didn't directly crush Ryan's World with a fine, the perception, donezo. Parents started side-eyeing the channel like, is this wholesome family fun or are we all just getting scanned into buying overpriced plastic? It gets worse though. YouTube's algorithm, straight up capping. The machine that's supposed to recommend videos to your audience, it's now looking at Ryan's World like a dying animal and slowly walking away. Why? The engagement's down, the money's down. YouTube doesn't care about the Kajis anymore because Ryan's videos aren't clicking with the algorithm the way they used to. At this point, they're basically doing anything to stay relevant, and the results are nothing short of catastrophic. Like, you think these people were living in some kind of creative alternate universe where they thought hiring two random adult actors to replace Ryan himself would somehow bring the magic back. Spoiler alert, it's not working. It's honestly like watching a slow motion train wreck but with more costumes and more cringe. What makes things even worse is that they're constantly re-uploading the same videos over and over again. Like they're digging through the same dusty footage and pulling out classic clips from 2017, slapping a fresh thumbnail on it and calling it new content. Look, I get it. Back in the day, Ryan's World was the go-to channel for kids. It was like a magical roller coaster of toy unboxings, pretend play, and treasure hunts that felt fresh every time. One video, Ryan's dressing up like a superhero, the next he's taking you on a backyard scavenger hunt. The unpredictability was what kinda kept kids hooked, right? It was like a never-ending season of their favorite show. Every upload felt like it could be the next big thing. And parents? Well, they were just happy their kids were entertained for 20 minutes. Now it's like deja vu on steroids. Every other video is literally the same. Ryan versus Daddy for the 100th time. The same toy unboxing challenges, and don't even get me started on those recycled educational songs. Sometimes it's just a random compilation of old footage with a new thumbnail and clickbait title. Like bro, we can see through that. We know what you're doing.